Hey there guys, it's dark tonight, but that won't stop me from making a review. I give you today Garson Grunge and Joe Junkie, garbage men that became Muckman and Joe Eyeball. Join me in this glow in the dark edition for Alan's collection. Let's begin! Neca TMNT, Glow in the Dark, Muckman and Joe Eyeball. Alright guys, this is Neca Superhero Series, Muckman and Joe Eyeball, Glow in the Dark. And this, I have to say, is the only Glow in the Dark from the Toon line so far. We don't know if Neca is going to release more glow-in-the-dark figures in the near future. This has been the only one that they have released. Probably people didn't like it. This figure came out quite a long time ago. I got this figure because it was actually really cheaply. That tells you a lot. That tells you a lot about this figure, because probably it wasn't as successful as other figures. Alright guys, this is the front of the box. And as you can see, it does glow in the dark. You can clearly see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here. And of course, the artwork of Muckman and Joe Eyeball does glow in the dark, as you can see here. And of course, it's a flat box. You can open the outer box like that, and you will see a picture of Muckman and Joe Eyeball in action, of course. You'll see the figure itself, and you will see the mutagen canister there, really large canister, and some weapons, and of course some accessories, and of course Joe Eyeball himself. On the side, the box is really cool, and the figure looks really cool there. And if we look at the side of the box, guys, we can see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Toxicity Now, SHS #1. As you can see, it says #1 because it was the #1 from the Superhero series, from #1 and only one yet. And of course, the sides does glow on the dark as well, only the turtle part. Beautiful. And this, of course, is the back of the box. Have information about Garson Grunge and Joe Junkie, who became Muckman and Joe Eyeball. Artwork and pictures over there of our two friends there. Oh, grimy. Ooh, nice. So that's the back of the box. Nice artwork. You can see in the background the pipes, the sewer river there of mutagen. And we have this other side of the box there. And yet again, the front of the box. Alright guys, this is Muckman and Joe Eyeball in the blister box. Now we can appreciate even more the figure outside of the outer box. And we can clearly see the details in the accessories and in the figure itself. I would like to call this a 2-pack instead of a single pack, because our little friend there, Joe Eyeball, looks like a figure by itself. And now we can see Muckman and Joe Eyeball in glow in the dark version with the UV light. He looks really cool in the blister box, guys. Standing out, glowing in the dark. So now that we have seen Muckman and Joe Eyeball in the blister box, it's time to review the figures by themselves. Alright guys, here we have Muckman just by himself. Later on we will be reviewing Joe Eyeball. Joe Eyeball has its own features and its own personality and its own things that I want to say about him. But here we have Muckman, and of course I like the green painting that makes it glow. So I really like how Neca has sculpted this figure, and I really like that they have showcased the skin bumps on the face, on the arms, the skin bumps on the chest, and the skin bumps on the feet. We can see a banana peel on the head sculpt, really cool. We can see a cockroach crawling in his head, or forehead if you like, and it looks all yucky. His face looks all garbagey, and we can appreciate things like the apple there, the eaten apple. He's full of things that people would throw in a garbage can. A flower there, a mustard sauce there, canisters. He kind of stepped on the manhole cover there, guys. Look at that. Very cool, huh? I have to say I like this more than the regular Muckman. I have both of them, and I prefer this color. I am really sad that there are no other glow-in-the-dark Neca figures, guys. The parts that do not glow in the dark, for example, the vest. Of course, this guy, he was human before, and then when he mutated into Muckman, he grew and ripped his shirt, and it became a vest, basically. So they have sculpted really nicely the vest, and they have sculpted his pants really well, really good, nicely painted and sculpted. So very nice, guys. It's a very cool figure. So now that we have reviewed the figure itself in the vanilla pose, we're ready to review the articulation for this figure. Let's start, of course, with the head. The head sculpt doesn't move much. It just moves a little bit up, nothing down, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and that's about it, guys. No much head articulation. Let's move to torso articulation, guys. We don't have much movement because of the vest. Doesn't allow the chest to move much. And we have here a cut, chest cut there, but it doesn't move, it just wobbles a little bit. It only wobbles a little bit, only moves left, moves right. Oh, not bad. Yes, it moves left, it moves right. So okay, for the arms articulation, we can move the arm a little bit up, we can move the arm backwards, we can move the arm out and back again to its original place. Here we have a shoulder cut, which is not much movable, so we only have the cut. Oh yes, it does move. It does. Does it move 360? Yes, guys, yes. And of course, we can see here that we have elbow articulation. It's double jointed elbow, so you can move up, you can move down, no problem. And we have wrist articulation as well, so you can move 360 degrees. Not bad. You cannot move the up or down, but it's quite good arm articulation, guys. There we have it. Now, speaking of leg articulation, we can move the leg up. Of course, they are both different because one has the foot complete and one doesn't have the foot complete, obviously. It became all mutated. But as I was saying, we can move the leg up, we can move the leg backwards just a little bit, and we have knee articulation there, double jointed knee. We can move the leg up, we can bend the knee, ooh, almost touching the back, almost touching the booty, double jointed knee, guys. And here we actually have some articulation here. Although the feet is all messed up, it has lost its shape and form, you can still move it. It does have like a rocker there. And of course the other one, you can definitely see the mutated foot with the shape of the foot. And that's pretty much it for articulation, guys. Let's move to the accessories, guys. Okay, guys, here we have the accessories for Muckman and Joe Eyeball. As small as Joe Eyeball is, I'm presenting Joe Eyeball as an accessory, of course, though he's a very cool character, so for me it's still a 2-pack. Starting with the blaster. Muckman's blaster. Looks very high tech and has like a radar here. Has like a kind of a scope, and of course where the laser comes out. And it all looks very futuristic, I would say. Here we have Muckman and Joe Eyeball, and looking really cool with the rockalizer. Muckman is protecting his little slimy friend. It's nicely painted, guys, with light green and then dark green there, so can't wait to see it in UV light, black light, guys. Of course the weapon doesn't glow in the dark, but looking really cool. Nice weapon for Muckman, guys. And then we have the interchangeable glow in the dark hands, gripping hands, I would call it. And of course this is the trigger finger, interchangeable hands there. And we have an interchangeable mouth there that you can place on Muckman's mouth. So this is basically an open mouth, and the alternate accessory is just with the mouth a little bit close. Let's talk about the canister, the ooze canister. I don't want to open the ooze canister because there is ooze here, real ooze there. And I don't want to make a mess because it's probably liquid there. So that is why I'm leaving it on the ooze canister. And of course we have Joe Eyeball, guys. Really cool, nicely painted. It has glow in the dark parts. It has teeth, its teeth there. It looks like an alien. Really nicely painted. The stomach or the chest, however you want to call it, and the tentacles or the hands, the legs and everything is nicely sculpted. And it has some articulation, guys, believe it or not. You can move the figure down, up, tilt to the left, tilt to the right, and that's about it. Oh no, you can move the head left, the head right. You can move the arms up, down, up, down, down. So it's has some articulation, guys. So no, not bad at all. Here we have Muckman and Joe Eyeball. Joe Eyeball sitting on the garbage can on the back of Muckman. Really looking really awesome, really cool. So that's the accessories for Muckman and Joe Eyeball, guys. Looking really fabulous. Muckman and Joe Eyeball were garbage workers, and they were on the streets, and Bebop and Rocksteady threw mutagen through the window that fell on Garson Grunge and Joe Junkie, and thus became Muckman and Joe Eyeball. They were deceived by Shredder, who told them that it was because of the Ninja Turtles that they were mutated. So Muckman and Joe Eyeball were enemies of the Turtles, but eventually the Turtles proved that they weren't the enemies and that Bebop and Rocksteady were the ones to be blamed. So eventually they became heroes alongside the Turtles. And these Neca figures are really cool, so I'm very proud to have it. So thank you guys for watching this review. Do not forget to subscribe, give a like, and I'll see you next on another review of Alan's Collection.